Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Theory Tuition series where we're working together step by step through the ABRSM Theory Grades. There are lots of resources available to help you on my website. If you visit sharonbill.com, you'll find some free PDF information sheets. They're available to download in US letter or A4 and they accompany each step of this series. There's also a page with links to all of my YouTube video tutorials, and you can also access information about the books that I have available. I've written an exam technique guide, how to take your ABRSM Music Theory Exam. It's full of tips and techniques on how to best prepare for your exam and also how to best make use of the time when you're actually working through your exam paper on exam day. So if you visit sharonbill.com, you'll find it's all there. If you can give me a like, that'd be really great, and subscribe to my channel to keep updated. There's lots more in store. And now we're going to finish off the paper B of the 2016 grade 5 papers. So if you turn with me to page 13, we're going to have a go at question 5. Now I do recommend that you have a go of this yourself first of all. Doesn't matter if you go wrong, it's always better to learn by your mistakes. I also suggest that you have your key signatures or your circle of fifths written out before you even start any exam paper. Just get that information down quickly on a piece of scrap paper, and then it's there for you to refer to instead of having to keep scratching your head and thinking of that information over and over again. You've thought of it once and for all, and now you can just refer to it. So question 5 asks us to put accidentals, not a key signature, in front of the notes that need them to form the scale of G sharp harmonic minor. Don't use a key signature, but use accidentals. Now G sharp minor is related to B major, which would have a key signature of F, C, G, D and A sharps. So let's do that first of all. So let's work through in order. So F sharps. Work in pencil. It's really important that you work in pencil. C sharps. Now the G sharps, we'll have those twice because we're beginning and ending on G sharp. It looks like you've got too many sharps, but your key note needs to be sharpened at the beginning and the end, of course. And then we've got D sharps. And then we've got A sharps. There we go. So that's the key signature put in place, but now we need to just adjust it to make it the harmonic minor form. Now the harmonic minor has a raised 7th, and so because the F sharp is already a sharp, to raise that we have to now call it F double sharp, so that we've raised that sharp by a semitone again. And there we go, it's as simple as that. That one's done. Let's have a look at the next one. And so now it says write the key signature of E flat major and then write 1 octave ascending, so make sure we go in the right direction. We're going upwards. Use semi-brief so you don't have to worry about stems, and of course begin on the tonic. So let's do the key signature first of all. So E flat major has B flats, E flats and then also A flats. Make sure you position those correctly in the bass clef. B flats, E flats, A flats. So we need to begin on a low E so that we can then step upwards. So I'm going to start on this E below the stave. E, F, G, and then just space, line, space, line, space till we get to E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And because we've got our key signature in place, that's it. Job done. So now we'll turn the page and see what comes next. Now on page 14 we have the composition of a melody, or putting words to a melody. Now we're not going to do this because from the 2018 exam onwards the syllabus has been revised and this will no longer occur on the exam paper, so we're not going to look at this now. I've shown you a little bit in the music theory and practice workbook how to do that, and it's good to know how to do this generally speaking, but there's no need for us to do this for this paper because it's no longer on the exam paper. And so that means we can jump straight ahead to question 7, which is a nice question to finish. I just dropped my eraser. And there we go. Might just need that. And so we've just got to choose some suitable chords to make progressions which will be a recognised cadence. So you need to be sure that you know your cadences, your perfect cadence, your plagal cadence and the imperfect cadence as well. But before we can do any of that, we need to find out what key we're in. And so let's glance through. We've got a key signature of 2 sharps. And there's no accidentals, we're not in a minor key, and so we can safely say that we're in D major. And so we need to choose our chords, and so let's just write down what our chords are. We've got chords 1, 2, we're not using 3, 4 and 5. If D is chord 1, the first note of the scale, E is 2, F, G is 4, A is 5. Then we need to build our triad on the first, the third and the fifth note. So just counting 1, 3, 5. So we want D, F, A, E, G, B, G, B, D, A, C, E. We can't choose whether it's root position or any of the inversions because we've got no bass notes. So we can't give any specifics, we just need to choose chords to give these cadence points. So I'm going to look at the end of the first line, I'm going to choose my last chord first. So here we have a C. Now here this B isn't a harmony note, that's just an auxiliary note, just a little dip and then back into the harmony note. It's just a step down and then back again. So we can ignore that, that's nothing to do with the harmony. We've got a C and an A. And so that will be chord 5. So we're going to have an imperfect cadence, which is anything to chord 5. So really we can just choose what fits here now. So we've got a G, a B, and a D. G, B, D is chord 4, and so that's that one. Let's see what the preceding chord is. So we've got an E. This next door note isn't part of the chord, that's just a passing note, just passing through by step to the next harmony note. So we've got an E and a G, and so we need to choose a chord that's got those in. So chord 2 is the choice for that. Chord 2 is a good lead-in chord for these cadences. So now we can move to the second line. I'm going to choose the last chord first, so I've got an idea of what cadence we might be working to. So here, this last chord, we've got a D, an F, A, D. So that's going to be a chord 1. So it could be perfect, it could be plagal. Let's see what's coming up now. So again, we've got another auxiliary note, a lower auxiliary note, so that doesn't count as part of our harmony. We've got a G, we've got a passing note, just passing through to the next harmony note, which is B and D. And so chord 4 is the appropriate choice, and that gives us our plagal cadence there. And that marks the end of this paper. I do hope that that's been helpful to you. I hope you're enjoying this. I know it's hard work, but I'm certainly enjoying working through it with you. If you can give me a like, that'd be great. And please subscribe to my channel to keep updated. There's loads more in store. Please do visit sharonbale.com and make use of all of the resource that's available there to help you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.